This is Hannibal back here from thehannibaltv.com with a daily news update. Raw last night did a 0.55 rating featuring the Wyatt six, well, five of the six appearing. I did a review of that earlier. If you want to believe they knocked out all these people and the dressing room went black and none of the agents were doing anything about it and no police were called, although people were covered in blood, you want to suspend your disbelief, um, go ahead. I'll give them a thumbs up for the good costumes. They've spent a lot of money on that. Best of luck to them. Collision had their special 1 year anniversary episode last Saturday night featuring Christian's Father's Day gimmick, whatever the hell that was, but Christian's Father Day thing was the big special of it. It only did a 0.13 rating, way less than half of the rating a year ago for the first episode, 0.33. So if you want to look at how much AEW has dropped in a year, they went from a 0.33 to a 0.13. Frankie Kazarian, who once wrestled for Great North Wrestling, and although I haven't seen him since then, I'm sure we're still on good terms. A former AEW guy too. Now he's in TNA. He appeared in the NXT Battle Royal tonight along with Joe Henry, who I guess is another TNA guy, but I haven't heard of him. Which again, I'm sure WWE is in more than they let on with TNA. I mean, they let Jordan Grace beat one of their wrestlers over the weekend. Yes, TNA is airing on an Endeavor streaming platform now, but now a WWE executive has joined TNA as well. There's more to meets the eye than this, but at least it's good overall for TNA, which this is giving them some life to a product that I don't think hasn't even hit a 0.01 rating in a few weeks. So I hope this helps because there's some good guys in it. I think Tommy Dreamer's still affiliated. I like him. I like PCO. I like Frankie Kazarian. They've been through a lot of horrible booking over the years, including making Tessa Blanchard the men's champion, then not even having her lose on her way out of the company. I would have done everything in my power to make sure she dropped to someone before just leaving because it made their men's title valueless. But as I said, this is good for them. Nick Hogan is going to appear in court, Pinella County Court in Florida, this Friday, stemming from a November 2023 DUI arrest. Of course, Hulk Hogan himself, and I'm not saying anything. Hulk Hogan, I heard him quoted on one of his recently did a bunch of born again Christian appearances, and in one of not born again Christian, but get baptized again for with whatever church he's associated with. I don't remember. I think he's Catholic. But he was saying that nothing good has come in his life from drinking. So what's he doing now? He's put out his own beer. And I'm not saying anything other than it didn't everybody has a price, as the $1 Million Man would say. Went from saying your prayers, taking your vitamins to now I sell weed and beer. Between the two, I would say weed. You don't usually black out and do crazy stuff on weed if you have those issues, but you can become ultra paranoid. So both of them, please use in moderation. And I say that because I've made my own mistakes with both of them. TNA invading WWE. I think WWE, I mean, they're airing now on Endeavor's platform. Endeavor owns WWE. I think it's more WWE's taking over TNA. Remember when ECW invaded? WWE shortly before they took over ECW, or when WCW invaded WWE, when they owned WCW. Think about it, guys. Anyways, Tank Abbott and Paul Herrera are doing an interview with me, 10 p.m. Eastern. UFC pioneers. Paul Herrera is best known for those elbows from Gary Goodridge, which I heard Paul Herrera say he was partying that weekend. He had serious partying problems. Speaking of issues with drugs and alcohol, and him and Tank were buddies, so that says something. But Paul actually was the high school wrestling coach of Tito Ortiz and Coach Tito Ortiz and Vitor Belfort and stuff. So TKO's ticket prices are outrageous for UFC, and WWE prices are high too. Well, they didn't sell out in Scotland. I mean, if Drew was a better draw, I mean, I'm sure they would have sold out for The Rock. I'm not even nobody's on The Rock's level. They probably would have sold out for Hulk Hogan, honestly, if Hogan had come to Glasgow. Maybe if they had advertised Punk, who knows? He was an unadvertised surprise. But it was an 11,000 people at the arena. It held 14,000, and they had 9,000 the same arena for SmackDown. Still, they made a lot of money. So yeah, they wanna charge extra. Well, they can get away with it, I guess. Anyways, guys, 20 minutes. I will be back with my interview with Tank Abbott and Paul Herrera, and there will be fan questions in this. I've just watched another interview with Paul. He's quite entertaining. So, cheers.